So lads, again, another day, another kind of rambling video. Obviously, we uploaded the podcast earlier today, but I was going to make this video yesterday. Obviously, there was none yesterday, so I'm going to make two today of these type of videos. But lads, basically, man, game's in a good place right now. But it's mad because you might be saying, but wait a minute, was the game not in a really bad place 3 or 4 days ago? And it was. 2K have the power to change everything with one content drop. It is nuts. It is nuts, like. And what we have been saying for the last, couple of weeks. Well, basically what I've been saying since when I was pushing for Idols packs, because I knew the Idols Mellow packs were coming that week. I didn't know they were going to be Carmelo, but I knew whatever the Idols packs were, I knew they were going to be coming the week that they came. And that's why I was pushing so hard for them to be midweek. To dot. Good pass. Because I knew it was going to take every bit of momentum out of the game. Oh my god, he's fast. Having Idols packs in the game. But, it just showed there was basically no content for 2 weeks. 2K decided after one of their worst pack drops... What? After one of their worst pack drops of the year, in terms of, for its given time. Obviously, Idols Mellow is a lot better than some random diamond cards. If you want to complain, oh, what about these diamond cards that came out? It's yeah, obviously for their time, they were better. That's even, that Idols Mellow was worse for his time than Manu Ginobili. You are kidding me. They touched shooting next gen. I've never seen someone with 3 whites in a row. Start a game. But, yeah, basically, they gave us the worst drop, and then they go and didn't release Moments cards on the Monday. They gave us in fairness, they gave us a pretty decent mystery drop. I have to be honest, it was a pretty decent mystery drop. But still, just a horrendous couple of days worth of cards. I get it, they put some cards into triple chat boards. That's really all they kind of did. And then Friday, man, I've never seen anything like it. They put all the flash cards on the boards. Again, today's Saturday. I'm going to play an hour on these boards tomorrow and see how we get on. He's getting, there's only a certain amount of hours in the day. That's just, not another one. I'd say I was surely not. But, yeah, they put the most juiced boards we've ever seen. And then they gave us some of the most juiced packs we've ever seen. And not only that, is these packs were so game-changing to budget players as well. Like a lot of the time, most of these big packs don't really cater to the budget players. Even last year, the Showtime pack had Diamond Nate Robinson, Diamond Sean Bradley, and was it Diamond? It was Hot Rod, wasn't it? And these were people say these were the equivalent of Showtime packs. No, these are different level. These are next level. The top cards maybe are an equivalent to those packs. But are you trying to tell me that we had anyone even on the level of Amethyst Matt Bonner last year as a budget center? Man, this day last year, I'm telling you right now, this day last year, Amethyst Matt Bonner would have been a top 3 center in the game. Top 3. But obviously, it's a new year. We have a whole bunch of great centers, I will say it. I said it in November that Blake Griffin would have been a top tier center in the game up until May last year. The first speed boosting player who was over 7 foot tall was Yijian Lian, who came on the 20th of May. The first one with over 86 ball handle. That is absolutely crazy. Because I'm pretty sure Shaq didn't have 86 ball handle last year, the shooting Shaq. Maybe he had, I think he had a way of getting up. There were a lot of guys like Bowl and stuff, you had floor general and stuff, you got them above 86, they didn't come with 86 off rip. And that's why everyone's kind of so shocked that Blake Griffin was man, Blake Griffin could be, he's going to be started God tier. Everyone thought either Blake Griffin is going to be an endgame card. Did he? And this guy is down bad. Gonna jump. Just dunk it. There we go. He's giving up to 2. But yeah, it's the way budget cards have been this year. And it's a weird one because when I was going over the squads earlier today, man, this guy's allergic to greening. When I was going over the squads earlier today, it's when you look at the best players from last year's game to the best players in this year's game, I actually think they're very similar level. As much as there's been so many great players this year, there was a lot of great players last year as well. When we look at the best free cards, it's not even a contest. The free cards this year are 100 times better than the free cards last year. But like, it's one of those ones where if you look at the budget cards this year, they're not even on the same stratosphere. Like, Eddie Curry would have been, if this Eddie Curry came out last year, he was 150k. And we know that because an Eddie Curry that came out that's not even as good as this Eddie Curry. Eddie Curry last year did not have 86 ball. Oh, no, maybe he did. I don't think he did. I think you have to give him a shoe or a coach or something to get him to 86. He also had, I need to check that actually, but I don't think he did. He also only had gold range. He also had, maybe he had half clamps. So last year he did have half clamps, but he only had gold range, and he only had an 83 ball handle. As well as that, he had a bad behind the back. He didn't have a good crossover, and yes, he had base 38, but it was only on gold quick draw. So it's not even as fast as this year's base 38. Coutinho Mobley? What the hell's he doing on the boards? Coutinho Mobley was like win 100 games in Triple Threat Online. What the hell is Coutinho Mobley doing on these boards? But of course, it's the top board and we got 5 tokens. But yeah, like, it's just the most mental thing is that the budget cards are now so cheap. If you looked at my 50k squad video earlier on my main channel, like, I was out here using Matt Bonner. Like, Matt Bonner's 2k MT. Matt Bonner would have been 60k MT last year. Maybe not as an Amethyst. Heck, even as an Amethyst. At the end of April last year, Matt Bonner's 35k. At least 35k. We saw a lot of Amethyst at that price. No way is he 2000 MT. Actually, to be fair, it depended on what batch he was released in, what price he ends up at. But he's so cheap. Like, Precious Achua. If this was 3 weeks ago, Precious Achua would have been on every budget power 4. He would have been budget power 4 for everyone's teams. But I think I have him done. That's what Mel Daniels. But at the end of the day, like, now he's not in anyone, or he's not really going to be in anyone's teams because most people are going to be using at that power 4 position like a Matt Bonner or something. But Achua is still a baller. Like, 2K released some of the best budget cards in the game. Sorry, not Matt Bonner, and LaMelo Ball, who's 5k. Like, you can get, if you have an entire team of guys that are under 5k, you could potentially make a squad where if you're good at the game, you'll beat a bad player with a god squad, which is a big thing. Like, obviously, good player with a good squad, or good player with a great squad beats a good player with a bad squad. Simple as that. There's never been a year where it hasn't been the case that if two similar players match up and one player using a budget squad and the other player is using a god squad, the player with the god squad is going to win. But again, if a better player matches up with a budget squad, hence Fat Balls beat me at this game. I had a way better squad than he did. I'm not even talking about today. I'm talking when we played against each other on this gen. Fat Balls is the better player, without question. I'm okay at this gen. I don't consider myself great by any means, but I'm not terrible. But at the end of the day, post hook that. Budget players, they've kept it up this year. Like, last year there were stages where the top cards were so much better than the budget cards that it was just unfair. And now there's like alternatives. Like, they bring out Ben Simmons, which is a huge card. And one thing that a lot of people aren't talking about is they brought out Justice Winslow. Like a top tier 6'7", you scrub Mel Daniels. A top tier 6'7" wing, green that. Who can guard basically everybody, who dunks on everyone. Yes, he doesn't have handles for days, so you gotta put that badge on him. But still, for like 12k plus maybe 10k for handles for days, like 25k, you're getting an elite 6'7" point guard. And yes, he's not 6'10", but you know what? Not everyone's 6'10". So you've got some sort of a counter for cheap. Like, you've got the Bongas of the world for 1-2k MT. Are they anywhere near even as good as a good shot as a Justice Winslow? No, but they're some form of an alternative. Problem is, this year's Bonga is nowhere near what last year's Bonga was. Last year's Bonga was a beast. Even badge Bonga, not as good as last year's Bonga. But like, 2K are keeping up. I think that's one really good thing that 2K have done this year is that every time they've released some juiced card, they've released a good budget card. Like, we've got a lot of really good budget centers now. So, for example, like, an Eddie Curry. Eddie Curry's definitely worse than Shaq, but it's like, is he that much worse than Shaq? I don't believe so. Like, I believe he's enough worse that a good player using Shaq will notice a difference. Like, you're not going to get the same. He's not going to be as good. I'm just going to say that right now. He's not as good as Shaq, whereas last year I actually felt he was probably better than Shooting Shaq. But Shooting Shaq this year is a lot better than last year's one. Oh my god, he missed an open layup. Oh my god, I accidentally took that shot because I was trying to post hook and he passed instead. But that's just kind of the case, is that we've got a bunch of great budget cards to compete. And it's mad, like, again, before yesterday, everything's just changed. Like, everything has changed based around this one content drop. Like, I think pretty confident that I watched a team, like a MyTEAM tournament team, and someone ran 4 players in their starting lineup of cards that came out yesterday. In a final of a MyTEAM tournament. They had 4 players that came out yesterday. They were running Bol. They were running, I can't even remember, Bol Simmons. Can't remember who the other 2 were, but it was like Ferry. It was like one of the only players in their team that stayed. Yeah, I deserve to concede there. I'm going to lose this game. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'm not really focusing too much on this guy's actually pretty good, so. Green that. Oh, big shot. Big shot right there. Let's go. I may not be good at the game, but there's a couple of cool things I'll do every game that are a little bit fun. And that's why I prefer playing next gen, is that you can do more cool things, in my opinion. And it's weird when it's like people talk about there not being any dribbling on next gen, man. I can dribble. I think you do more cool looking dribble moves. Maybe it's just less skill based, but you can do more cool looking things on next gen anyway. As we go and turn that over. That's just me trying to be flashy. That is just me trying to be flashy. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys believe that yesterday was a good thing for my team, or it was a bad thing for my team? Because there's always every year there's like the beginning of the end packs. There's the like enter. They might as well call the packs enter end game, because that's basically what it is. And again, one thing that I really like is that when they're dropping end game opals, they're dropping the best amethyst we've ever seen. They're dropping the best diamonds we've ever seen. Like last year, yes, we were getting the greatest opals. We were getting scrubs. Like, we were getting bad diamond cards. Like, simply put, we were getting very weak diamond cards throughout the end of last year. Again, like the Kyrie Irving card was terrible. If we're talking about even the Showtime packs at the end of the year. Like, even at the very end, we got Pink Diamond JaVale McGee, who wasn't good at all. Yes, I know we got Pink Diamond Thad Young. I don't even mind losing that board. That's awful. I know we got Thad Young. I know we got some guys like LaMelo Ball. But, like, we can't forget, like, even in the next packs, we got a bunch of diamond and pink diamond cards. Like, yes, the 6 opals were good, apart from Cole Anthony. We got a bunch of awful diamond and pink diamond cards, and that was the end of June. Whereas now, I mean, let's look at the, like, big promo drops. Out of position. I mean, some people say Noah's bad. I don't think he's objectively bad. Radioactive. Jason Richardson sucks. The rest of these are good. The rest of these are either just, like, lower overall players, or Newt is a bit of a fun card to have. Warped Reality, every one of these cards is good. I don't care what anyone says. The worst card in this set is this dude right here. No, not him. Not him. This guy is the worst card in the entire set. And I don't mean worst value if you're on next gen. If you're on current gen, worst value. If you're on next gen, worst period. But, yeah, like, mental drop of cards. And it's just kind of, it'll be interesting to see how much... Is it going to be like the start? Like, it's basically enter endgame packs. It'll be very, very interesting to see what they can do to outdo this, because they're always going to outdo it. So, will there be... I can't even imagine what 2K could come out with, to be honest, over the next couple of weeks. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. As the video, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.